Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let us get right to the news.
Okay, first story up today, we have casting for the Acolyte. They have cast Squid Game's lead male, Jung-Jae, as the male lead in the Acolyte. This report comes from Deadline. They also clarified that Leslie Headland is the series director, writer, executive producer, and showrunner.
Aren't usually, showrunner kind of implied you do most of that anyway?
Well, showrunner kind of organizes it all, I think.
Showrunner is kind of a newer title, isn't it? It's just kind of like you kind of like the manager of something, and you do some of the other stuff. And
showrunner really applies to like TV specifically. It's like the editing cuts and looking at the final product and guiding things if you don't like how they're flowing.
Yeah, I feel like executive producer used to be like the top dog, and now that's kind of like the showrunner is trumps all. I don't know.
But no, the showrunner doesn't trump all. The executive producers, the producer
still trumps the showrunner.
The executive producer, I think, still. No, maybe not.
Sometimes you have multiple executive producers too. It's a funky thing. You just make up titles and just hope things could get made and work out.
The specific wording from Deadline's article implies that she's going to be the only director on the series, but that's still a bit early to tell. It looks like she's taken on a big mantle, though.
Yeah, she's taken a huge chunk.
That's the responsibility for the entire show, pretty much. Okay, but Jung-Jae, he kind of became more of a household name last year after the amazing success of Netflix's Squid Game.
Yeah, I mean, we watched it, we reviewed it. It's good.
It was entertaining.
It's entertaining.
I watched it in both languages.
You did, yeah, I know, because I made you watch it in English because I don't read when I watch TV.
Because I was like, hey, I'm going to watch Squid Game. You want to watch it? And you're like, nah. And then I finished watching. This is so good. And then you're like, all my friends are saying I should watch Squid Game.
Everybody was telling me I should watch it.
You should. Jung-Jae has earned awards for his performance in the show and is the frontrunner to take the Best Actor Emmy in the upcoming ceremony. Details on his character in The Acolyte are currently unknown. They call him the male lead. So, in my guesses, this could mean... We know that the main character, Amidala Stenberg, her character, wants to become the new Sith apprentice, and she's going to join with a bunch of acolytes kind of vying for this position, and that she kind of has that character we were calling Peter.
Peter the Sith, yeah.
Peter the Sith, who is working as an acolyte with her to try to take out the other acolytes and take this coveted spot. This could be him. He could actually be playing the main acolyte, for all we know. Not the main acolyte, the main Sith.
So this is Darth Plagueis?
Darth Plagueis, maybe. I don't know.
Is that a wise move?
So he could be playing the Sith searching for an apprentice, or maybe a character we have not even heard of yet.
Something beyond
I think we can rule out the grandfather who gets killed in like episode 1 or 2.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If that's
they
the
call
main
him
meal.
Male lead.
Main meal.
Main meal.
The main meal gets killed right away and eaten.
All right, let's move on to our next article then. Jude Law talks about being cast in the Skeleton Crew growing up with Star Wars. Personally, I am more interested in this show the more I hear about it. I mean, I like Jude Law, and this show being Amblin inspired could bring a lot of like great movie memories from my childhood, which I know what they're going for. They want me to be like, nostalgia, and fall in love with it.
When you say Amblin inspired, I expect ETs to show up in this, which are
they
canon
could.
In the Star Wars. Yeah, thanks to the prequels, episode 1.
I'm going to be upset if there are not ETs in it, and if someone doesn't get on a space Vespa with one in the basket and fly.
Oh, no, please, no colorful space Vespa. No.
Sorry.
That slow-moving one, too. Very slowly moves across a moon, yes.
Yep, exactly. At first, I didn't think this show was going to be live action, but I
predicted animation. Yeah, it just sounded something animated. I don't know why. The premise was like, oh, probably animated, kids-oriented show.
But then, Celebration came along, told us Jude Law would be playing a key character in the show, and Thor, you were convinced he was going to be voicing the droid.
I'm still convinced. It's not CGI yet.
And that sounded good to me, but he's not, as there is an image of his live-action character.
Yeah, and then he's going to be like another Grievous. He's going to be like mutilated and turned into a cyborg. No, I'm just kidding. He's probably...
What?
I got to be right?
I'm like, you don't even report the news, so where are you getting this from? Then I didn't.
Well, I thought it was clear I was making that up.
My secret source, Thor Skywalker, is
my secret source is telling me that Jude Law will be turned into a cyborg in the series.
By the end of the show.
Yes, by the end of the first episode, actually. Let's be very specific.
He falls into the meat
grinder. I hope it happens now.
And all they can save is his brain, and they put him inside of Old B1 battle droid.
Why a B1?
Because
at least a super battle droid.
Droideka.
That would be even better. Just put his head on a droideka and gets dizzy all the time.
I said the only thing survived is his brain. He's going to look entirely like a droideka.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever. That's neither here
That
nor
was a
there.
tangent.
We do have an image of his character, like I said.
Which, before the transformation into the
Before
cyborg.
the horrible accident, apparently. In Variety interviewed Law while he was at D23. He was promoting the upcoming film he is in, Peter Pan and Wendy. They asked him a kind of weird but interesting question. They asked him how he would have felt as a child if he had known he'd eventually join the Star Wars universe.
It's not a weird question. I think that's a good question.
But you're asking how they would feel as a child. It's hard to know exactly. When you're a kid, everything's exciting.
Not everything.
I'm going to be in a movie, super exciting.
I would dare say a lot of things are extra boring when you're a child because your patience is just not there.
Your patience still isn't there.
Well, I was just going to say a lot of adults don't have patience
All right,
either.
but here's the answer to that question. I can't make that connection. I mean, that. It was such an important part of growing up. The impact of that film in that world, the way it penetrated and exploded my imagination. There are more than 1 or 2 times every day when I'm walking on the sets where it hits me like a child. I get awestruck by certain characters that are around me that I can't say. It's a wonderful experience.
He said exploded. That is a subliminal clue that he is going to be turned into a cyborg.
He's not going to explode and turn into a cyborg. Mm-hmm. But I love it when talented actors also happen to be passionate about Star Wars and get to be in Star Wars. I mean, I feel like that is what we want. That's what we strive for. We want people who know the material, who love the material, who want to be in the material, not, well, Hollywood's paying me a bunch of money to be in this, so I'm going to do it. I mean, that can still work just fine, but it's just good to hear the passionate love of Star Wars. Though we have no idea what role he's actually playing.
But we do.
But we don't. Next piece of news, we're going to continue on with the Skeleton Crew news. The show adds Karina Karater and Ravi Kabat-Connors to the cast.
I've never heard these names.
That's because they're kid actors.
Okay.
Cinelinx, who was the one who reported that Iman Estefandi is joining Ahsoka's Edward Bridger, is now reporting these 2 young actors are joining Star Wars Skeleton Crew as part of the show's main young cast. We don't have character names or any ideas what their roles are going to be like, but they're going to be a group of the 4 kids who get lost in the galaxy.
Sounds like Lost in Space.
Yes.
But not really. It's kind of different.
These 2 look like younger actors, so I'm assuming there's probably 2 younger ones, maybe 2 teenagey ones, because you need somebody to look after the younger ones, right? Or else it gets goofy.
Isn't that what Jude Law's robot is going to do?
He's not a robot, so it's hard to say that that's what he's going to do. Stop laughing.
I can't help myself.
The cat is just crawling all over me.
He just used you as a ladder, literally just crawled right up you.
And I spoke.
I know you just. That's why it was funny because you just carried on. That's a true trooper right there.
Thank you.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Eliminate Thor Skywalker.
Kill the Jedi.
Oh, then not Thor Skywalker.
Oh.
Okay, let's move on then to everybody's, hopefully, favorite segment of the week. Because I say it's everybody's favorite segment. I don't even know if people watch this
everybody's
segment.
time to click away from the video. We should look at the analytics and see if it probably just drops off right here.
New this week in Star Wars, etc. We've talked.
I got hit. I'm sure the microphone picked it up.
Clever editing. I'm kidding.
No, she didn't really hit me.
Wednesday, for comics, we have Bounty Hunters 27, where they will continue doing bounty hunter-y things. I know Conja Club is in it.
Oh, exciting. Yeah. Everybody loved them in
everyone loved their one line. That the Conja Club.
That wasn't actually Conja Club. That was the Guavian Death Gang.
Who said the line about Conja Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
His leader, which I can't think of the name, actually. Does it
matter? I almost had it. My
brain,
it's
like right there
through my brain, and then it's gone, and I don't care enough to remember. All right, and Obi-Wan Kenobi number 5, which I'm more interested in, because the Kenobi book sounds like it's Kenobi going out into the Junlin Waste, who he's going to find a stormtrooper on the verge of death and try to save him, as it reminds him of the clones he used to work with. I wonder if it is a clone we would know the name of. It's going to be Cody.
Just kidding. It's not going to be Cody.
No, I don't. Well, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do?
Exactly.
And if it is Cody, they'll retcon it later and say that it couldn't have been Cody because he was there, according to the super secret
According
source.
to Dave Filoni, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thursday, Black Series Gaming Greats, Rocket Launcher Trooper, and Battle Droid go up for pre-order at 12 p.m. Central Time at GameStop.com, everyone's favorite source for
I think we say that about every source because we hate all the pre-order sources, don't we? Walmart,
except for like
Target.
Amazon and the entertainment ones.
Amazon's fine.
Even the Hasbro one seems to be
usually
fine.
Amazon doesn't sell out.
Well, GameStop's not as bad. Walmart's never go up on time.
No, Walmart's probably the worst.
Probably the worst.
Followed by Target.
Target can be tricky because the product pages, they come and they go, and it's really bizarre.
Yeah, then GameStop, and then like the fan store exclusives are usually pretty good too, like the Big Bad Toy Stores and Entertainment Earths and so on.
All those good ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good.
All right, for our etc. piece, we have new She-Hulk coming on Thursday morning.
You did it that time. So people were upset that you didn't give us the She-Hulk.
I'm going to get copyright claims from He-Man
nah,
by doing that with She-Hulk.
That would be great. I hope we get a copyright claim on this video from either me and my Star Wars humming.
I really hope we don't, because that's a lot of extra work for me.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, She-Hulk, Thursday morning. Give me Daredevil, or give me death.
I like that we saw the new kind of mid-season trailer or whatever, and all the comments were like, can't wait to see Daredevil.
Oh,
like,
yeah, Daredevil, Daredevil.
Yeah, oh, can't wait to see him. This is going to be amazing when Daredevil shows up. Can Daredevil save the show?
Everyone's been waiting this whole time, I would say, for Daredevil.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of become our thing to, not be so kind to the episodes, but I didn't want to dislike it. You didn't. You especially didn't want it. You were like dreading the fact that you might not like it.
No, because I love Marvel.
I know.
I absolutely love Marvel. And the fact that this show just doesn't do it for me is really upsetting. I mean, there are people out there who love the show, and I'm happy that people are enjoying it. I just wish I could love it too.
I think the problem is, it's not that you just don't like it. We're going to just break away into some She-Hulk ramble. It's not that you just don't like it, because I don't like it, but it's like, I can be like, okay, it's really not meant for me. But it really is kind of meant for you. I mean, you are kind of the age group.
She-Hulk, Miss Marvel wasn't meant for us, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it is. It's not like something I would like actively go out to watch.
She-Hulk is a lot harder for me to enjoy.
Which, like I said, I think that what's more disappointing is like, it is, kind of that 30-something-year-old, woman seem to be, I guess, the audience.
I'm only 22. I can still date Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, you wish you were still 22. I just got hit again.
Let's move on here. Thursday night, it's going to be a new Rings of Power. Yep.
Silence. Yep, it is.
Yep, it is. And lastly, Sunday night is the new episode of House of the Dragon.
Yay, which has been good.
We
keep meaning to do reviews, and then we don't. Probably because it's Sunday night, and we're just kind of like,
yeah.
The timing of it is really strange.
Well, and then we always do 2 videos on Mondays already,
Monday,
so it's weird to like, hey, let's just weasel another one in on Monday. It feels awkward.
Yeah. All right, well, that is all we got for you this time. So take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of today's news and the rambling that was part of today's news as well. And let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.